just put my microphone. And sit comfortably. Oh, wow. Look at my bow. It is looking so amazing. Orientation is logged, rooted device back. How do I undo this? Orientation is logged, rotate device back. I want it this way. How do I do it? How to unlock the orientation? God, guide me. Okay, fine. Like this only. Hello everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to Storytime Saturdays with Jyoti, aka Optimistic Fairy. I warmly welcome you, very warm welcome. And my intention is that if you have stopped here and clicked on this video, may you receive something so beautiful that gives you so much peace, so much ease, so much of faith. May your faith grow and may you learn something beautiful, okay, and like useful for life. That is my intention with what I'm about to share. So let's begin. Today's story I'm gonna share about, like, once upon a time when I was in my village. I went there for my sister's wedding, and she's like younger than me and she's getting married, so I just went there. And when I went there, I see, like, her mehendi night. She had like the lady come for mehendi and she was putting mehendi on her hand, and like other like aunties, like ladies, other ladies hands also, and all like the ladies that came to put mehendi, and all the relatives were there. But there was also a little girl who was just like a neighbor. I never saw her because I never lived in my village for a long period of time. I would just visit there for, like, my parents still live there and my family is there, but I always stayed out. I was living with my uncle, auntie, and so my uncle was in army, so I was just moving around, and I would just go meet my parents or go into my village on holidays, well, that too also for few days. And then when I grew up, then we completely stopped going for years, and it was different. But then when I went for my sister's marriage, I never saw that girl, the other girl. There were adult ladies who came, who were putting mehendi on other adult ladies, other relatives of ours. But there was also one girl, and the people were talking about, like, she was just talking and she just mentioned that I just stay here nearby, and I heard that. And she was putting mehendi on children's hand. And so there were a lot of children. You know how Indian big families are, and I have a very big family. So that girl just came, like my mother must have called her just to put mehendi on, like, children's hand, because she thought that all these proper mehendi ladies who came, how much they can put in a day, only like because already there were other relatives, like adult ladies, my mummy's mummy, my mummy's bhabi, my mummy's this, and like my father's side ladies, everyone was there. So she also called her to just put mehendi on children's hand. So she was putting, and I saw her, like, doing it, like really doing it well and doing it for everybody. And then when she was about to go, and like my mother was busy with her stuff, like other things. and everyone else was busy. And she was about to leave, so I was like, hey, why are you leaving now? She's like, yeah, because it's getting too late now, and it was already night. So I was like, okay. But then I was like, I just went, and I just sensed that she is not getting paid for that. Like, she's not getting paid for that. So I was like, what? And I was like, okay, I don't want to like talk to my mother or like anybody else to like have an argument right now when all the guests are there, why she's not getting paid. So I just went, and that time I think I remember in my wallet there was just like not too much money, like I think some money, and I just took out and I gave her, I think, 250 or 300 rupees. And then whatever I had, I did my best at that time. And then she went, and she's like, no, take it, why are you giving it to me, like I don't need it, nobody does that, it's not allowed, like that's not normal to give money. So in my head I thought, like, why not, you are working so much, I must. I was like, I was also little, but I just thought that she should get paid. So I did, and I was like, no, just go. And nobody saw me doing that. I just like, and she went away. And then I was like, then I was just asking my sister, like, why was she not getting paid? I just randomly asked. I didn't tell them that, oh, I paid her. But then she's like, oh no, she just keep doing it, like, oh, she just does it as a hobby, like she just keeps doing it, every single day she keep putting mehndi on children's hand, and she never asks for money, like she just does it for fun. And I was like, cool, whatever. And then I forgot about it, okay, the incident, I forgot. And recently what happened was, in 2019 2021, sorry, I was like, the biggest change of my life happened, that I had to move from like the place I was living in Noida before, and I lived there for a very long time. I did my college from there. I did my like lot of like was a learning lesson for me. I grew up there actually. Like even though I went there when I was 18, but then my growth happened there. So much I learned. I met my best friend there, who is no longer my best friend. I met amazing people. I lost amazing people. I cried. I was like, whoa, a lot of stuff happened. But in March in 2021, I had this intuition I should just move to Rishikesh, and I had no idea, no plan, nothing. Like, what am I going to do next? I was like, I did my journalism. I thought I'm going to be a journalist, and I was really passionate about it. But in 2019, I just realized that it isn't for me. That industry, that it just isn't for me. The environment, it's too stressful, and like I just like felt it in my entire being that it's not for me, like journalism. And it's not like that I had to put efforts into letting it go. It was just like slipping away, like and even though I didn't know what I'm going to do next, but just it falling out of my life felt really really good. It felt so good that I didn't even bother. Like, sometimes if there is something that you don't like care about and just goes away, so you don't mind. And so that was very interesting, because I was so passionate about it, but then I realized it's not for me, so I just let it go. And then when I had this intuition that I must go to move to Rishikesh, and like so I did pack my bags without telling anybody. I told nobody. And in my family, the kind of family that I come from, you have to like take the permission of parents and family and everybody, then you make a move. But I like I was in Noida still at that point of time, but I just packed my bags because the intuition was so strong, like just pack your bag and go to Rishikesh. And I was like, cool. And I didn't know where I'm going to stay, and I took all of my stuff, and I didn't know what am I going to do, like what job, what career. I had no idea. And it never, like, now when I look back, I was like, wow, that was really brave of me to do that. and I had no idea how am I going to make money and everything, and I don't know anybody in Rishikesh, nobody, you know. And I wasn't discussing all this, all these intuition thing and everything, my decision with anybody, because if I would tell a friend like maybe I'm going to do that, they will be like, no, you're mad, this is so mad, don't do that, you're taking a wrong step, and what are you doing, you're going to spoil your life. I had a call come, but anyway. So I wasn't discussing it with anybody. So that's why I think I did actually was able to make a move, because if I would discuss it with somebody, they would like influence me into like not moving forward, and then I would still be stuck and doing like that like really, either I would go back home and like have like a basic life, and have like other people decide what should be my life. So but I didn't, I did what my heart was telling me, and I trusted my intuition so much. It's 11:11, and I just packed my bags and came here. And then like I was like, I had no idea. The only thing for first 1.5 year of coming to Rishikesh that I did was just following. Like I was living on my edge so much, because I had no idea what next, and I don't know. I'm like I don't have like really wise people. I knew people, like I came here and I knew people, and like some people from the past I knew them, but I wasn't like, we were not good friends or great friends, or they were not people that I could trust, because the person, if you were to ask a sad person who is living miserably, who is gossiping, who is constantly angry, if you ask them the secret to happy life, they will not be able to give you that. That's how if you ask the person who is already having a good career and wise person, you ask them, they will be able to give you a right advice. But otherwise you will just waste your time, or you will just take their advice and like make a decision that will just take you where they are, and they're not at a happy place you know so I was like, cool. So I wasn't able to, I was like, I knew what I don't have to do, I knew I don't have to ask them and so I was like, cool. And then that made me like, okay, I had to just act on whatever the inspiration was telling me, like take care of my health, and like everything was like, I just made it, somehow it just kept happening for me. But then 1.5 year later, I met somebody here, and that woman was from Spain, and she was doing retreat over here, and she saw a few of my artworks, like I made the painting on wall, and I would usually paint. So she saw me doing that, and she's like, hey, I'm doing a retreat, can you come and like put mehendi on and I never put mehendi, like I never, like she also didn't even saw me putting mehendi, but what she did saw me doing was doing art. So she's like, hey, there's ladies coming, I do a retreat, and women coming, can you put mehendi on their hands? And I was like, I never put mehendi, like why, like I don't do that. She's like, no, but you can, I've seen you making art. So, and then I just thought maybe I could, and then I went and I put mehendi on their hand, and then they paid me like really well. They gave me like, I wasn't even expecting, like they paid me like really well. And I was like, cool, I was happy, I was grateful, and so much respect. Like when I went there and they treated me so respectfully also, I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then, okay, fine. And then few months later, she called me again, and she's like, hey, I'm doing retreat again, can you come? There are a few people and they want to, like they know that like last time someone put mehendi in my retreat, so can you come again and do it? Then I was like, yeah, I will do it. But I just went there and I did it. I was telling her that, but I don't put mehendi. It's just that you tell me to do it, so I do it. But that's not my profession, But that she's like, no, but you can do it. Come do it. So I went again, and I did put like mehendi again on people's hand, and then few people, like 4 people, 4 5, and then they paid me also really well, like really gave me extra tip, and they were so respectful, loving, kind. I was like, wow, this that felt like really magical. Like it wasn't the money part, it was just like, what is this way that is coming up for me. And then I was like, whoa, I felt so happy, so excited, and I was also very happy that, yeah, I did receive like really extra amount of money, and that too, that I didn't plan for it, and it's just magic. And this is second time when I was like, everything was done and I was coming back to my home. I remember this incident, like, hey, how 2 3 years back, few years back, when I went to my village, and I, that girl, who was there, and I just saw that, and I like respected her, I saw her efforts, and I, did right by her side, and now universe is rewarding me for that. And I completely forgot about this incident, but then I was just walking, and I live in like area which is full of mountains and river, and yeah, this magic, this place is magic, completely magic. So I was coming back home, and it was like almost night time, around 7:30, 7:45, winter. So, and I just remember, it was just like universe and air, everything was reminding me, do you remember, we saw your efforts, we saw you, we did the good, all the good that you did when no one was watching you, we saw it, and it didn't go to waste. And I was like, wow, like seriously, I was just so grateful, and that's why I wanted to share this story with you, that any good that you have ever done, when nobody was watching you, it's always been watched by universe, and no good that you have ever done is going to go to waste, and universe is going to reward you 10 times. And I know when we do good, when we do something good, it's, we don't think about rewards. Sometimes we do feel like, okay, I want to do good because it makes me feel good, and maybe universe later does something nice and take care of me, and we all want to be taken care of, there is no shame in that. But most of the time when we do that, we just forget about it, we just completely forget about it. And I know you must have done something like really amazing in your life. Yeah, I can see this chat, but I don't know, is it Rishabh? I can see the chat, but I cannot right now speak, because right now I'm telling the story. No, I love you, baby, my baby brother, heart for you. Wait, I'm going to continue telling the story, okay? Anyway, so I was just like, wow, like universe just did good by my side, and I was like, I was so grateful, and that's why I'm like, you have done so much good in your life, so much kindness you have spread around you, that you may have forgotten, but universe have not forgotten about that, and it will come, like it will give you tenfold always. And also, like, if you can help somebody anywhere, when you see somebody working really hard, promote them. If you see somebody working really hard, tip them extra. If you see someone like just do good, you will be guided what you're meant to do. Whenever you see, if God guides you to do something for somebody, please go ahead, do that. Yeah, that is my message for you today. I hope you love it. This is like really inspiring story, and I'm like, after that incident, I was so grateful, and things started falling into place for me. And I'll share every Saturday a story from my life, from your life also. You can send me your stories as well, I'll share them. The intention is to share stories with you that uplifts you, inspires you, because we can all learn from each other, and we all live a very good life. Oh, sorry for interrupting. No worries, my baby, it's okay, no worries. I love you. I know you're listening. Cutie. So the intention of the video is the doing this series Storytime Saturdays with Jyoti, aka Optimistic Fairy, is to inspire, to share your story. So I will leave my Gmail down below. You can also write your story with me, stories to me, and if you would like to work one on one with me, I will leave the link down below. I also have a very powerful frequency art which is called I am safe, I am supported, with pink and gold in color. I will leave the link of it also down below. So just like how we chant mantra, it shifts our vibration, keeping my frequency art around is also shifts your vibration. It did for me, so it's time that it does that for you also. I just had some mangoes, so I was burping a little bit, and you can also gift it to other people. The art I'm safe, I'm supported, to other people and your children. You can place it in your children's room and other people's room. And what else I have? Yeah, if this story inspired you and my videos inspire you, you can also leave a loving donation for me. I will leave the link also of it down below. So now right now I'm gonna go, but yeah, see you another time. And you can also follow me on Instagram. It's optimistic_fairy. See you later. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Mwah.